Good day, welcome to Multinet Design. In this tutorial we are going to design 3 units of bungalow on a single plot of land. Actually the land is not up to single plot, but it was sent to me that is 18.5 by 14.5 land. So let me quickly draw that for you so you know where I'm going to by my design. So as you all fulfill know, this is what I want to achieve. So I've done this one, so I just want to bring it to tutorial to everyone, so you get to follow through from every step I'm taking to get there. So let's move on. So a man contacted me and say he has 2 wives and he want to live with them as well, but everybody going to have their own apartment on a certain plot of land. So he send the land to me and say, okay, I have 18.5 by 18.5, that is 18,500, then 14,500. That is exactly size of his land. So he now want 3 bedroom on this land. So I say 3 bedroom, two bedroom of 2 units and 1 bedroom of 1 unit, which contain for him. So I'm going to do that in this project, and let us start. So the first thing I do is to to know what I'm going to work on at this particular area. So what you do, I click on annotate. So click on offset, click on line, then you say offset of 1 meter around the whole site from the left to right. Leave the front alone based on what this is. Now it requires parking space for 2 cars. So all this I'm going to be put in consideration so that I'll be able to get my idea right. So I'm starting the first one exceptionally from this particular end. So what am I going to do? I'm starting architecture. So click on the wall. So what you do here is start the whole project from this particular position. So get to the real wall by choosing 221. So I'm picking it up from here now. So say click 1. So I'm going to go to center part. So divide it for me into 2. I'm offering the shadow so that I'm going to concentrate on the reality of the building. So I'm setting it up here and then I'm closing it down here now. So I'm going to design this particular room, and so how am I going to fulfill it? It depends on my own initiative and consumption. So what I do is that I divide it into 2. Bam, pure. So in this tutorial, this particular building is going to have something different, because why? There's going to be a courtyard, because there's no way I can manipulate all these things without having it a reference point of certain things. So I'm going to divide this one into 2 as well. Good. So here I'm having my rooms in order. So create this and set it up here. Create this and set it up here. So this is fulfilling all my aspects and the objective which I want to get. So what next did I need to do? I'm going to continue creating until I get it right. So this is the room I have created, and they say they must always have their own living room. So I'm getting that one. So I'm having 1,200 on this level. So creating this one too, having another 1,000. This is 2008, which is not the standard for the room, but let's see the area whether it will occupy. So this one will occupy the length as already justified the breadth for it. So extend this one to give you like 2,900 for a little bit more space, 2,900, which is okay. So bring this one back to the normal 1,200, which is good. So if you are following, use that dimension to guide yourself and every other thing to follow through. So I'm done with this one. So I'm using this to taking this back, drag it. Good. So this is what it entails. Now I need to pick a living room for this and a kitchen as well. So I'm going to do that in this level. Click here and say create. So on this level you drag it to the front. This is the sitting room where it's going to stay. So you click and it stays here. So now you need to have a kitchen at this position. This is what going to stay somewhere here. and that is your kitchen, to be precise, at that level. But this one is not yet complete because there's still something you need to do towards it. So at this level, I'll be able to create something unique for this particular project, and I want to work on it for that level to continue and be consistent. So this is the project that I'm working on, that I'm talking about. So we are working on it step by step. So now I'm going to create this, delete this particular thing. Now I want to align this center line, very aligned to this. Okay, so as it being aligned to that level, so what does that need to do is that I'm going to recapitalize on what I have done in this particular project. So click this line. So I have 3,300, which is, I think is okay for what I want to do here now. So the next thing I need to work on now is the living room. So I need to create where my kitchen will be, and that is where I want to work here. So this one, I'm going to say, if I have gone with this one, so this one is going to be my reference line for these apartments that have like a twin apartment. So I'm going to click this one to this end. Do not worry of what I'm doing, it's a magical experimentation. So I'm just please concentrate on it and see what I'm doing, my development towards this. So this is a kitchen aspect I'm going to work on by bringing it out. So I'm taking the kitchen to this level. So let's just fulfill it and place it here first. Let me join it together with this because there's still some editing I'm still going to do at that point. So let me just click it together here. So this is the kitchen I have created. Extend it, click on this. I think it's ID kitchen, enough, 2,100 for the legs, then 17,000. So these are the ideal design that you need to work on based on what you have for a client and what clients request from you. So this one has served as one apartment for the wife one. You're going to have this one. So that is what it means. So the second thing I'm going to do is to mirror everything here and put it to the other side. So click here now, everything, and say mirror. So I'm going to mirror this, then fulfilling. So I got my twin flats for this position. So what am I going to do now is to develop its own apartments and see how far I can be able to do that so that everything will be right. So I have done this here now. So let me check the dimension, click on this, and the outside one 225, which is too big for me to use. So I'm going to reduce this one to something like 2001. Good. So I'm going to do the same thing by clicking this, then mirror this one. But I'm not going to do that for now. Let's just wait and see what is going on from the next thing I want to do. So I'm extending this one upward. So I'll create this, say, then join this together upon this level. So I'm not going to stop there. Mirror this by saying click mirror, then use the center hashes to create this one. So I'm putting this to this position. Let me mirror this one so I'm going to know what I'm doing perfectly. So I mirror this one. Good. So this is where I'm going to focus my attention on. So I will reduce the I've mirrored this one now. This is the line for this project. So I've done this one. So this one now is going to be its own apartment, and now with this form, everything is going to form in a uniformity. So select this and see what is the size of that. So this is 4,200. So the 4,200 will be able to satisfy everything we are doing. So let's move on and see what we're doing. To create this one now, I'm going to have its own. Now I want to divide this one so that we're able to have its own bedroom. Good. So his own bedroom will be somewhere here. So the sitting room is going to be getting bigger than the bedroom. So I'm going to have the toilet for him at this side, which is going to be here. Now, a lot of you might be confusing. So with all this thing, how is going to be ventilation? So stay tuned and continue to watch the magical design that I was able to carve out. When I was doing this myself, I was surprised. I'm going to do this kind of project on a single plot of land. So this is what I'm trying to achieve, and I'm going to get this fulfilling. So every one of you, just make sure you follow this step by step to get to the end of this. So we are able to create this thing now. The formation has come out. So what it say is this: you need a parking space. I'm able to bring the parking out of this small land that I have here. So let me just give you, this is the land, total length, this is the length, and this is the breadth of the land. So now for you to know the parking side, at least the car park will stay here conveniently. So the same thing will happen at this side. So you're having two car parking here, so you're just going to have a two gate in a system for yourself. So every other thing is unique. So like I've told you, this is a courtyard where this is the open place that every other ventilation activities or everything will be taking place. That is why I create this courtyard for this position. So this is the beginning of this particular drawing. So in the next class, we are going to work on the complete annotate, giving the space to where the space is supposed to be, and continue from here to put it in